Out of YouTube.
Beef lately. One of the main reasons, Joyner Lucas and Skepta. They've been going back and forth with diss tracks and has reignited a debate people very often have, which is the US versus the UK, who's really better. Recently, you might have heard about Drake making headlines for making some comments about how London, the UK, has some
Hey man, fuck this nigga, bro. No one cares about him.
best lyricists in the world, saying that no one can out-rap London.
When I talk about my love for London rappers, the best lyricists.
He ain't even from here. He ain't even from there. I swear, he just want to hit on every artist that like doesn't like him, which is like every artist, and like.
In the world, mark my words.
Where was he even doing this show? I haven't heard nothing about bro.
No disrespect to America, no disrespect to my
How you gonna say that and then say whatever, bro? Okay.
country, but nobody can out-rap London rappers. This is the best, highest level. This is what I aspire to be.
But the one sentence that Drake made that made people look at him sideways was, no disrespect to America, but no one can out-rap London. Now, Drake took a stand a lot of people disagree with, and his statements ended up going viral. This whole thing started a debate which consisted of the US versus the UK as far as the rap scene goes.
See this right here. This right here.
Which is a pretty hot topic right now. Before Drake's statements, though,
Wasn't he like Jamaican at one point as well? Then like did he already? Yeah. He's a nationality hopper.
things were already bubbling. And one of the trending rap beefs right now is rapper Skepta from the UK versus Joyner Lucas. How this thing started was Skepta went on this little Twitter rant, posting a bunch of tweets putting US rappers and UK rappers against each other. On this one tweet he posted, he said, I want to clash an American rapper anyway, finally get this UK-US rap debate.
See this right here? This right here was crazy, bro. Cause bro did this, and he might show in the video as well. Like I said, go check out him. This is his video, Black He Speaks. But this right here was crazy, bro. Cause he put like a list out afterwards, bro, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Sorted. And then after this, he posted a reply to a tweet saying that UK rap is dead by saying, the average American rapper don't even listen to UK rappers, but we've listened to them for years, and that is exactly why the UK can't lose. Now, I don't really know how UK rappers listening to American rappers gives them a one-up. Maybe he's talking about some 48 laws of power type shit, right? Like, we've studied our enemies, right? I don't really know. And this is when Joyner Lucas entered.
That's what it seemed like.
Joyner responded by saying, the moment I've been waiting for. Say the word. Joyner Lucas versus Skepta.
You already know, bro. This right here, everybody had eyes on it. Look at the views, bro. Like, that's crazy.
UK versus US. Skepta responded on an Instagram story by challenging him back.
Hey, Jonah. I wasn't even gonna reply, but sure, I'm a rapper's rapper, you get me? I'm gonna honor, I'm gonna respect the fact that you stood up and said something, the first man, you get me?
Joyner responded back and said, I want whatever drugs he's on. And that solidified the start of their back and forth. And this is when the US versus the UK beef got real.
UK.
Track titled Friendly Fire. And on the second verse, Skepta said, Joyner Lucas, you bastard. Why you rap like you studied at Harvard? Catch him outside and move to him heartless. Cuts and bruises and plasters. If I see him on tour in London, I jump on stage and move to his dances. And by the way, was my UK accent, was it good or was it whack? Joyner responded a week
I give it like a solid 7. I give it a 7, my boy.
later with a song called Nobody Cares, and some quotes from the song. What made you think it's a bright idea to swing at a nigga with stamina? You throwing jabs and punches and swinging for nothing because you never landed them. I heard that all of a sudden you're a Muslim. F it, I'm about to go ham on him. Can't even lie, that bar was kind of hard, okay? So that.
No, yeah, when I heard that Muslim bar too, oh, that pause frame, my bad, G. But when I heard that last bar, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like, whoa, okay, shit's heating.
That's when a lot of people got engaged in this particular beef and conversation. Skepta dropped another diss track called Round 2. Joyner then came back with Round 2 KO just 2 days ago. And I think at the time of me dropping this video, Skepta might have actually came back with another.
Okay, so we need to look up. You think he put the song in the description? Fuck. It's cool. We're gonna watch it and then we're gonna
I'm
catch
not gonna
up.
break down the bars because that's not something I enjoy really. I don't enjoy doing that, okay? But I will say I'm feeling Joyner Lucas this way more. So he got the W in my book, okay? Now, in the middle of these two songs is when Drake came out the cut and bigged up the UK and said America ain't got nothing on the UK rap scene.
Okay, so
Actually got a lot of backlash
we
for
might be
that
caught
because
up.
a lot of people kind of looked at it and said, all your success has been thanks to America. Obviously, with the fact that, you know, Drake is Canadian, and then now you're pandering for the UK by saying this. Since Drake was performing in the UK, it sounds like he said what he said because, you know, he's getting money there right now. And obviously, he has a huge audience in the UK. Not as big of an audience there as he does in America, obviously. But America is always going to love Drake. He's made such an impact in the US. So I don't really think Drake cares about alienating, you know, the US fan base, because it ain't gonna happen, right? But praising the United Kingdom in this way is gonna make his connection to them stronger, while at the same time getting a bag. I don't think his statements were well thought out. I think he was more so just showing love to the UK, honestly. But this entire statement by Drake, the beef between Jonah Lucas and Skepta, has started this conversation about the UK versus the US. You know, I've always had a hard time getting into UK rap, mostly because
Interesting.
of accents.
That's nice to know a little bit more about that comment that he made. I'm not gonna lie.
And I'm sure that's the case for most of y'all, right? At least in America, most people don't listen to UK rap, nor do they care to get into it, and when they hear it, they just want to turn it off, just to be blunt, right? Now, the UK, like all scenes in the music world, obviously want to be good in America, because making it in the United States is basically making a period. It's the biggest market of music, right? I don't know. Is the Latin scene bigger than the American scene? I'm not sure. Maybe they might be on the same level at this point. I don't really know, but you get it. America is one of the most popular ones and one of the most recognizable ones, I would say, for sure. And also another thing I've kept on hearing.
Yeah, that's true. Like I don't keep up with it, so I can't really speak on the UK side, obviously. But I don't really feel like there's a difference. I just feel like there's just just an audience. Like that's their immediate audience, and we have our immediate audience. You know what I mean?
The music scene is tainted by the crabs in a bucket mindset, where people essentially don't want you to get a poppin' because they feel like if they're not winning, you shouldn't either. And they have the same type of thing in Australia that describes this word, and the term for it over there is tall poppy syndrome, which is essentially a way to describe how people try to cut down anyone who's standing out or doing better than the rest, just to keep everyone on the same level. And this is something that a lot of these smaller markets in music, like, the UK or Australia, I think suffer from. It's almost like there's an invisible ceiling that keeps artists from really breaking out unless they escape their own environment first. And the American mindset is more like just being open to collaborating if they see that you're doing your thing, because everyone's just really trying to build something. And so if you collaborate with a person, that means that could add to your cup, so to speak. And yes, it's more individual.
I could see that. I could agree with that personally, because like that's definitely what it feels like. It feels like it's just all about connecting in a sense here, and just kind of like getting your name out there and meeting the right people, and some people get lucky, but hey.
Realistic in a way, but it also creates this momentum where people actually want to see others win. And when it comes to UK rap specifically, for me at least, just the accent to me is just so noticeable in music, to the point where it's so hard to tune it out. It's almost like if a car is driving really well, you don't notice it, but when something is wrong, you definitely notice it, okay? And I imagine this is why a lot of, let's say, singers who are from the UK end up singing closer to something that's leaning more towards an American accent. Like, there's a lot of people who still don't know that Adele is British, and she's literally one of the biggest artists in the music industry. And that's a mainstream act. But when it comes to rap, since it's an art form that embodies more of who people are on the vocal level, you don't see a rapper from the UK switching up their tone to appeal to Americans. The UK is enough of a big market to the point where you can make it with your natural accent.
And I agree with that as well. You like I feel like the market is you feel me, like you just got to be yourself more when it comes to just kind of rapping. I don't know. I guess it's just my opinion as well.
And I think that's why you don't see it as much in rap. With that being said, when it comes to this entire conversation as far as the UK beating America in a rap battle, honestly, shout out to the UK. I was there last month, but it just doesn't make sense. Why? Because America just has too much history, way too much diversity, and way too much influence, along with the deepest rap culture of any place, from every era: 90s, 2000s, trap, drill, lyrical, whatever. And there are a few dope rappers from the United Kingdom though. Like Dave is a good example, but I think he's one of the only guys who has enough of a dope sound where it doesn't create this friction mentally when you hear the voice. And honestly, the accent to me is just so hard to digest. And that's one of the things that's obviously very relevant to a lot of other people that are not from the UK. Anyway, the US versus the UK beef just got real. What y'all think about this beef, by the way? And what do you guys think about this entire conversation? Now, personally, I think it's obvious where I stand. Again, shout out to the UK, but,
I mean, I would say pretty much the same, bro. Like, shout out to them and stuff like that. Shout out to Black He Speaks, by the way, for the video. Go check out his YouTube. But I don't know. like I said, I can't really like. I'm just kind of like digesting it all. I'm just kind of like I'm in it for the music. You know, that's my stance point on any kind of beef. Like I'm in it for the music, and that's what I'm in it for. Cause I just know we're gonna get songs. I know we're gonna get songs. I know we're gonna get music, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So, yeah. I don't know, man. But hey, look, much love. Yeah. Peace. Haven't come with the outro yet. So,